E3 2020 would have been a veritable Christmas extravaganza of gaming news, reveals, and showcases. And this year, the world is very different. During the high points of excitement, shrouded industry secrecy for new games, new IPs, and brand new groundbreaking consoles in the Xbox Series X and PS5. Both Sony and Microsoft plan to deliver a showing of what next generation has to offer. And for Xbox, it starts early this June. This is Colt Eastwood. Thank you so much for coming back if you were here last week, and for those that are new, welcome. Today's new video comes from 3 separate sources reporting on what we're hearing behind the scenes for the Xbox event to replace E3 2020. As always, links are in the description if you want to read them yourself, but if you're here to see them for yourself, and if you like this kind of content, hit the like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the replacement for E3 2020. The first week in June has always been E3, a coagulated people-packed convention of worldwide reveals for games and new tech, held to usher in the future of gaming for hands-on attendees and millions watching live across the globe. In traditional fashion, Xbox always goes first, and we're hearing that things may change as Xbox wants to showcase on June 9th or June 10th. While PlayStation will finally unveil the PS5 console and games as early as June 4th or 5th. Xbox has already shown a good portion of games and hardware for the next generation with Everwild from Rare and Hellblade: Senua's Saga, alongside the reveal of the Xbox Series X console. Early in May, they showcased third-party next-generation games with a small handful of them exclusive to the Xbox platform, and we are hearing that these dozen games are an overflow of titles that were to be shown for the full reveal in July. For now, June is a hardware-focused digital stream meant to explain more in depth what the Xbox Series consoles are capable of and how they will be unfurled to market in holiday 2020 amid the difficulties of global stay-at-home initiatives. Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, recently said, "Microsoft has taken steps to make it easier for third-party game developers to work from home. For example, Microsoft gives these teams specialized development kits that let them simulate the environment of the unleashed next-generation console so they can build games for it. Normally, these kits are closely guarded and have to stay in office, but now the company is letting them be used from developer homes. In terms of timelines, we're finding now that game production is in some ways more challenging in hardware production." End quote. For now, Xbox is concentrating on a digital showcase of the hardware and services provided by the new console and platform efforts, and a few surprises that will change how we play our games next generation. The June event is not the full-fledged digital version of E3 briefing we would expect. That has been pushed to July with a promise to show dozens of first-party exclusives and partnered games coming to the Xbox Series X. The June event is focused on the Xbox consoles, and here is where we'll see the breakdown of the input and output pipeline of Velocity architecture. This is a custom designed hardware-software solution of an SSD-based bandwidth data feature that will allow worlds to be created bigger, more fluidly, and keep the player in the game with little to no interruptions, transitioning inside the world. Jason Ronald, the PM of Xbox Hardware, will break down the BC Pack compression system. In simple terms, the method of packing up large amounts of game data and getting them in the playable portions of the game so fast that games feel seamless like never before. Xbox will also likely go into more of the quick resume feature that allows several games to remain open in the background, never having to load an entire game from the main menu. Remembering where you left off, where you paused the game. This feature seems trivial now, but suspending a game to join a friend on another to play in co-op and returning to where you left off in a matter of seconds will become a natural luxury. The next feature likely to be illustrated will be the lead-up to the launch of holiday 2020's xCloud. Right now, the xCloud service is in beta in several regions with over 100 games running on Xbox One S hardware in the server farms across the world. As xCloud readies for public release, it will be playable on phones, console, and PC. When we move to the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox will update the xCloud hardware with Scarlet hardware, meaning you will have full access to next generation features, visuals, and performance. xCloud won't be loaded with 12 teraflops of monster Xbox Series X hardware. Because that leads us into the real reason that Xbox is hosting this June event. The Xbox Series X, as revealed in December of 2019 at the Game Awards, is the most powerful console, but not the only console. Microsoft has been hiding a smaller, more affordable, next-generation Xbox codenamed Lockhart, possibly dubbed the Xbox Series S, to follow the X and S naming convention of Xbox models going forward. Think of a Honda Civic DX and EX. The Xbox Series S is a 4 teraflop Zen 2 and Navi based console with enough graphics power to run games at above 1080p at 60 to 120 FPS with hardware accelerated ray tracing and 3D acoustic audio. The Series S is likely a diskless console targeted to around $300 to compete with Sony's PS5 in price, and to target the blossoming casual market which makes up some 80% of gaming fans across the world. At this event, do not expect Xbox to talk about price or price points. They will have the challenge of framing the Xbox Series S as an affordable option to get into next generation. It's difficult to talk about all specs, all hardware, and all services with no games to show running on the systems presented. This is the wild card, and Xbox wants to save everything for the July event, which we will cover in another video. Xbox may choose to show more of Gears 5 running at 100 FPS plus on the Xbox Series X and S and run this game across xCloud to show the mobility, flexibility, and versatile advantage of the Xbox platform spanning PC, consoles, and the cloud. We may also get a tease for the July event, and if Xbox plays this event improved over what they did in May, we may see a tease for what Xbox Game Studios has to unroll for next generation. For now, we have a lot to look forward to with more options, more games, and more ways to play, and all of it is included with an account on the Xbox platform. And it keeps getting bigger. This is Colt Eastwood. Thank you so much for making it this far. I want to thank The Motion Epic for providing the music you heard in this video. He's a super talented synthwave artist. Go follow him on Spotify. Really good stuff. Games have been getting better and better as we near the end of the generation, and in the coming weeks we'll be playing PlayStation's biggest games, and we'll round the corner of this pandy and head into the new PS5 and Xbox Series X. If you enjoyed this video and learned a couple of things, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Add me on Xbox Live and Twitter at Colt Eastwood if you want to discuss anything in this video. For those that want to support the channel via Patreon or joining the channel, we just had a giveaway this week. You'll find the details in the description, and I hope to see you there. Have a great week. I'll talk to you for now in the comment section. Be safe out there, be constructive, and please, be nice.